So today we'll be fixing Excel sheet from this to this. Let's go. Good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Benga. I'm a data analyst and an automation expert. So today we'll be talking about how to clean a data. Either you're a technical person, you're a data analyst, or you're a non-techie, this will be interesting. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do is to come here. Either I save this or I I make a duplicate by clicking on controls and dragging it. Yes. So the first thing I'm going to do, you can see that data cleaning is one of the most important tasks in data analytics. So it's very, very important. Without it, you cannot have a good report. A bad data, a dirty data will give you a dirty report. So garbage in, garbage out. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do, you can see the cells are small, some are big than the other. So I will just highlight everything, Control A. I will go to format, format. I will use Auto HR, which you can use Alt HIO for shortcut, and I also auto fit the column width, which you can use Alt HIO. So you can see I can see all my data set clearly. So you can see that the client has some name that we are not okay with. So how do I fix this? I will have to duplicate this cell, or I will come here and insert the, a new column, right? Then I want to fix this. So that's my plan. I will rename it client. Then I will I will employ a function called proper. Proper allows you to convert a block letter into a proper noun. So like a name. So I will use proper. Proper is a function, you can see proper. I'll click on this text and close the bracket and click enter. You can see it has changed. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is to see how to remove this bracket called XNAAM. Everything inside the bracket, we don't need it. I will highlight it. I will go to find and replace. So everything in this parenthesis, I'm going to remove it. You can see everything inside parenthesis. I will use star. So this star means that everything inside this parenthesis means star. So I will replace them with this empty space. Replace with, I'll leave it empty. I will say replace all. Awesome. So you have 31 replacement. I click OK and cancel it. You can see. Oh wow. So this client name is in block letter. Let me have it in a proper now. So I will create a new column. So I'm going to employ a function called proper equals to proper, proper. Then I'll click on the okay, proper. I'll click on this and I'll close the bracket. Awesome. So I will drag it down. You can see. So I will delete this one because we don't need it. Delete. Oh, ref. Why are you having this? because this column is referencing the other one. So what I'm going to do is to copy this one as a value. I will say copy, and then I will paste it, same column. Then you right click and paste it as what? As value. As value. Once you've done that, you come here and delete it. Right? Awesome. So I'll say client. Now for the contact, this contact has a mixture of a block letter and a small letter, right? But we want to have it like a proper noun. So I'm going to also clean it. I will do a proper function and also apply a function called trim. So I'm going to trim this part. This part you can see. I will trim it now you see. So I will create a new column, right? So I will name it contact too. Contact. Then I will go to Bill Smith contact. Bill Smith, right? Equals to Bill Smith proper. Proper. Then I will click this. I will close it. Now you can see. But even though it's clean, the name is not correct. But I still have a space here, and that's not good. I'll click it. I will apply trim function. Trim function. And then I will close the bracket because we have opened the bracket by using that trim. I'll close it. Now you can see. I will now drag it down so it will replicate itself. Awesome. So I will paste it as value. I will copy like we did the other time and paste it as value. Now for this, I'll remove this, delete. So awesome. Now we have department, we have cloud tech Texas. So what separate this one is underscored. We are having department and you have in a region that they were domicile. So I will also right click and create a new column, right? So I will name it region because we want to separate it to department and region. So I will highlight this and go to data, then text to column, text to column. I'll click next, right? So what separate them is underscore, is there already. So I will say you can see cloud tech, we have Texas. So that's the work of the that text column. Then I'll click, I will erase everything here and click in the first one. So let's see what will happen. I'll click finish. There is already data here. Do you want to replace it? Yes. I'll press OK. You can see I have region here now. Region. So I've separated it. Everything is now clear. Now we still have some space in between our column. So what I'm going to do, I will highlight everything, right? I will go to home and find a place. Go to special, you know, because we have some blanks. So I'll click on blanks. That's my focus. Blanks. I'll press OK. Once I press OK, I will come here and press N none available NA. Now if I should press enter, it will only reflect on one empty cell. But if I click Control enter, it will reflect in every empty cell. Now let's see. Control enter. You see? Now you're almost done. For this value, how do we fix this? Very simple. I'll click on the first one. So the reason why you're having this value error is because of this NA, right? So I will click on the first one and use a function called if error. So if there's any error, we are saying give it NA, none available. If there's error, but if there is value, then you can do it. I will So you have to put it inside the double inverted comma, then you close it, then you close the bracket, press enter. I'll do again down. Awesome. So we are almost done. I will come here. I'll press Ctrl Shift forward arrow. Then I'll come here, the color. But let me use this blue color. Okay. So I'll go to text and change it to white. I'll press OK. Awesome. I can also bold it. I can use Ctrl B. Yes. Then I will go to view and remove this grid line. View. Yeah, the grid line. I will uncheck it. Now you can see our format data, our clean data. Follow me for more videos.